Hello and welcome to Bourbon Forage Fishing on this lovely evening. Well, it might be daytime where you are, whatever. It's evening here. On this lovely evening, we're going to be talking about Stagg Jr. This is really an incredible bottle. This is a testament to the greatness that is Stagg Jr. This is a regular release, which is often released, what used to be released 2 batches a year. Now they've gone to 3, it looks like. We had, a 22 A, B, and C last year. So possibly 3 batches in a year now on a regular release barrel-proof bourbon from Buffalo Trace that, as the title says, and as you probably read, is better than most any limited release from any other distillery. I'll stand by that. This is a great bourbon. And it's incredible that Buffalo Trace can have a normal, regular release that is better than the best of the best of the best of other distilleries. This is a twofold video talking about the price of these now. Is the secondary price of these, I know it depends on what state you are, what, $200 to $400? Is it really that crazy if this retails for between $300 and $400, depending on what state you're in? Russell's Rickhouse is around $300 or $400 depending on what state you're in. No, these are definitely in the same tier. They are very close. I would probably edge towards this, but it's definitely a potatoes thing, whatever flavor profile you prefer. But these are both in the same tier of bourbon, folks. And this is a retail, we'll say $350 bottle, easily. I've had to pay a markup on this at Washington State High Techs. I paid $500 for this. I've never paid $500 for a Stagg Jr., folks. Right? Okay. I paid $265 for this 4 Roses. This Stagg smokes this 4 Roses. This 4 Roses is a limited edition, right? This is the best of what 4 Roses can do. Not as good as a regular release Buffalo Trace staple, right? This isn't going to beat Blanton's barrel proof. It's not going to beat the Taylor barrel proof. It might beat a Weller full proof, but Stagg Jr., it beats this. It's better than anything Old Forester puts out. It beats all their single barrel proof store picks really quite easily. It beats Birthday Bourbon easily. What are some other big distilleries? This beats any Booker's, any little book ever put out ever easily. Just a regular batch. Pretty much any batch will beat any of those. So it beats anything Jim Beam does. Knob, this destroys Knob. There's a few things that this actually doesn't beat, but a lot of times those products are so hard to find and so limited. This does not beat a Coy Hill, right? This does not beat a Coy Hill. Coy Hill beats this, and that's why Coy Hill is a $500 bottle or $600 bottle on secondary. What else? Parker's Heritage Collection will beat Stagg Jr.'s. A really good Parker's Heritage Collection, like this guy right here. This guy, yeah. The double barreled, this will beat a Stagg Jr. These guys, these are single barrels, so they're kind of hit and miss. You could get lucky and find something that beats a Stagg Jr., but more consistently, the Stagg Juniors are going to beat these probably 80 to 90% of the time. And these are like $300. And some of the higher age statement, higher proof ones, I know they have hazmat ones, which are like 70%. With huge age statements like 12, 13, 14 year. I mean, yeah, those are going to beat this. But what are they, $500? You know, that's just crazy talk. I think maybe Heaven Hill 17, some would say, beats this. But that's very, very rare and so limited. That's more like a BTAC competitor. And yeah, those are the only things I'm aware that would really compete here. So this is kind of a twofold thing. One, a testament to how great Stagg Jr. is, but also secondary market prices, right? People bitch and moan about secondary market prices. They actually are kind of useful in determining real value of bourbon, right? This is like an $80 bottle I get these for, $85. This, in its true value, it's not an $85 bottle. It's just not. When you compare it to other things that are on the market, like we just went through, this is not an $80 bottle. This is a $200 bottle easily. Maybe $300, depending on where you're at. Maybe $400. Just depends on your location and such. So that's the nature of the beast. Secondary prices are important. They signal to markets what is good, what should be produced more of, how things are liked, what what things need to be produced more, etc., etc., etc. So yeah, if you can get your hands on one of these, if you have a hard time finding these, and as long as it's not the batch 23B, splurge, treat yourself. $200, that's not a big deal for this. That's not a big deal when a Four Roses Limited is $265, or a birthday bourbon is I don't know how much. A Russell's Rickhouse is $350, $400. $200 for this is nothing. $250 is nothing for it if you put it in terms of the rest of the market. So keep that in mind when you look at secondary prices, when you hear about them. And also keep in mind that this bottle really kicks a lot of ass. Bourbon Forage Fishing, hope you enjoyed this. Hope this helps you out. Hopefully this helps you sort things out in your brain in terms of what's worth what in this crazy bourbon whiskey market. Take care of yourself.